Well, that's the way I'd like to do my murders. Short, sharp, and efficient. But reading about murders is a different matter. We most of us like a good murder story, but the more we read them, the more we look for something unusual. Now, I want to tell you about 3 unusual murder stories. Well, one's what we call a straight whodunit. We'll come to that in a second. But I'd like to start with what I hope you'll find is a very strange story indeed. It's about a painting in a public art gallery. Here it is. You can buy it as a postcard. Now, none of us who make or do things, it doesn't matter what, from chocolates, motor cars, atom bombs, are ever satisfied with the result. We're always striving for perfection, and the same applies to a man who paints a picture. He's always nagging away at his picture, adding here, altering there, striving for that perfection and never sparing himself, or anyone else for that matter. All of us go a bit daft about anything we create. And this story shows what the crazy desire for perfecting did to one painter. And don't be surprised if things take a fantastic turn. The painter was a fantastic man.
As we leave the West Wing with its priceless collection of costumes, jewels, and musical instruments, we come to the last room on this floor of our extended tour of the museum. This is the Malaby Room, the quest of the late Joshua and Mrs. Malaby. It comprises a collection of pieces. This fountain in Venice is by an Italian painter, a school of Canaletto. Here are 2 of a set of 3 watercolor sketches by Turner. And this is one of a pair of very fine bronze portrait heads by the famous French sculptor Roncolet. And now if you just follow me over here, please.
What an extraordinary looking thing.
This is a fine example of a 15th century ecclesiastical sconce. It's a very fine Venetian glass of the 17th century. And this is where the... Oh, excuse me, Sonny. The statue of Joshua Malaby used to stand.
Where is he now?
Now, these are works from various countries, most of them by established painters of the late 18th to the late 19th centuries, and some of them unidentified. Now, as our time is running out, I shall not be able to dwell on all the objects in this room. It's my suggestion, therefore, that we devote our remaining moments to the chef-d'oeuvre of the collection. I refer to this very interesting painting. On the plaque, you will see landscape, artist unknown. Now, for all that, it's the most... just go through there and turn to the right. It's the most intriguing work of the collection. This unknown artist has achieved a masterpiece of the mysterious, of the macabre even.
Yes, very interesting. Obviously under the influence of Constable, but there's a horrible, empty coldness about the whole thing.
It's a masterpiece. And the more you get to know it, the more you see in it. It wasn't until the other day that I realized there was that little branch of wood on the path. Well, if you follow the others, you'll find the exit just through that arch.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, good afternoon. And thank you.
happened again. Yes. Please come immediately.
Is it the glass in the landscape?
Yes, Mr. Rook.
This is absurd. Exactly the same again. It isn't damaged, thank goodness. How in heaven's name does it happen? In broad daylight, too. Today of all days, when the trustees are coming here for a meeting. Who does these things? Didn't you hear a noise or anything, Jarvis?
No, I didn't hear anything, sir. I've only just noticed it.
Incomprehensible. Utterly absurd over and over again. I simply can't understand it. Right under our very noses. Jarvis, go up to the workshops and see if one of the glazes is still here. The glass must be replaced before the trustees arrive.
Right away, Mr. Rook.
Wait, I've changed my mind. I'll go and see the glazier and at the same time ring up Inspector Ridge. You had better stay here.
Yes, Mr. Rook.
Have you a light?
Oh, you're not allowed to smoke in here, sir.
That's quite all right, Mr. Jarvis.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. If it's the meeting of the board you're here for, sir, it starts in about 5 minutes in the conference room.
That's a very interesting timepiece you have there.
It's given to me by my father, sir, and his father before him. It strikes the hours when you press down on the stem.
Does it now? Well, fancy that.
Yes, it's quite a rare old piece. Are you connected with the museum, sir?
Yes.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I didn't recognize you. You must be one of the trustees.
Must I?
Have you been in here long, sir? Well, what I mean, sir, is, were you in here when I brought Mr. Rook in?
Oh, the little pompous man. Yes, I was here.
Well, then you were here when the glass was broken. Did you see who did it, sir?
Sit down, Mr. Jarvis. You're very fond of that painting, aren't you?
It's the finest painting to come into this museum since I've been here, sir.
And you've been here a long time.
11 years.
11 and a half. And this is your favorite painting of the collection?
From the first moment I saw it, it's a masterpiece.
Thank you. You find it very beautiful?
Well, not beautiful. Intriguing. That house, planted there in that desolate waste. I'd like to know more about it. I'd like to know if anyone lived there.
You mean it might be a deserted house?
Well, yes.
But of course. A light in the window. That's what it needs. Then we'll really know people live there. Won't we, Mr. Jarvis? You're a very observant man. And think of another thing. Think what a light in that left-hand window would do for the composition. It would set a focal point for all those diagonal lines that sweep from corner to corner. A light must be placed in that window. Have you a light, Mr. Jarvis?
Oh, yes. Do you know? I believe you're right. Yes, I'm sure of it. What a shame the artist is dead. You'd have convinced him to put a light in that window.
We don't need the artist for that.
No? You don't mean to suggest that...
You could do it.
With my little paint and brushes?
You won't need paint or brushes.
What do you mean by that?
Come closer to the painting. Have you ever taken a really good, close look? I don't mean simply to the point where you can see the swirls and little hills and valleys of paint. I mean close enough to get to the very heart of the pigment. It can be done, Mr. Jarvis. Your eye has traveled up this road 1,000 times. Now let's travel up it together. All it takes is a little imagination. And you are a man of imagination. See how the road yawns out invitingly beyond the frame. Feel the cold dampness of those walls. Brush past the dead, dry fingers of that tree. Push through those mysterious banks of whirling mist. Ah, see how fresh and bright the flowers look. Nothing very mysterious about them. Ah, but Mr. Jarvis, now this is what I really want you to look at. Would you step a little closer, please? That's it. Now just look at that door. You'd feel that all that I would have to do is to raise my stick and knock, and it would sound like... But what? Shall we go in? Don't be shy. This is my home.
Oh, I didn't expect you back so soon. Did you get me the... Oh, there's someone with you.
This is Mr. Jarvis.
It isn't often we have visitors being so far away, you know, in the depths of the country like this. People can't find us. Not that I blame them. I detest the country myself.
Why complain, my dear, when you have no choice in the matter?
Did you bring me something pretty?
No.
Oh, what a shame. I do so like pretty things.
Do come in, Mr. Jarvis. There are a lot of things I want you to see.
Well, did you get me any fruit?
This good woman continues to delude herself with the notion that I can find fresh fruit in a museum. No, my dear, I did not. Please sit down, won't you?
We have everything for the punch but the fruit. I don't suppose you found any candles.
No, but we have got some matches. Haven't we, Mr. Jarvis?
Oh, dear, what's the good of matches without candles?
But there is a candle. You see, we've absolutely none of your modern conveniences here, Mr. Jarvis. No electric light, no gas cooking, that sort of thing. We've got nothing of that here.
We don't even possess a flint.
We still have an excellent cellar, thank heaven.
A flint would come in very handy. I do so hate the dark. Of course, there is someone here who has a flint, but he's so possessive with it, he won't let anyone else use it.
What, my dear?
I say, isn't that the Turner missing from the...
Of course. How else should I furnish my walls? This is a portrait bust in bronze by Rancoulé. One of a pair, you may remember. An early ecclesiastical sconce, a very fine piece of work. And over here, we have some really lovely examples of early Venetian glass. And this?
Joshua Malaby.
Joshua Malaby. I had quite a job getting him in here. Yes, and actually we have to forage for the barest necessities. Cigarette? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Jarvis. You see, I have to collect mine out of the litter baskets in the museum. You wouldn't happen to have a whole one on you, would you?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Thank you. Have you a light?
You live in this place?
Come, Mr. Jarvis. Time for you to lose that look of blank astonishment. We're not having a nightmare.
I feel maybe I am.
You are perfectly wide awake and in your right senses, and the sooner you accept the fact, the better we're all going to get along. We're perfectly charming people once you get to know us.
Does this sort of thing go on in many paintings?
In all paintings, Mr. Jarvis, there are people hiding in the valleys of every landscape ever painted. There are little worms forever fat within the apples of every still life you've ever seen.
But I don't understand.
What is there to understand? Shall I put it this way? There are many brands of damnation. Out here, we have more variety of it than you have pickles.
Damnation? And this is...
Hell? Oh, good gracious me, no, this is not hell, Mr. Jarvis.
But if this is damnation, then you're...
Devils? Oh, Mr. Jarvis, what an imagination you have. If we were devils, would we have to borrow your matches? Devils carry their own combustibles. Hellfire and brimstone, that sort of thing. Whereas we inhabit a colder side of limbo. In our section, one shivers in an eternity of coldness. Cold rooms, cold landscapes. That is our damnation. Quite simple, and believe me, quite terrible. You're always so cold.
Cold?
Cold-blooded, Mr. Jarvis.
This is the coldest, darkest painting I've been sent to yet. Last time I was with some Russian gypsies, and I thought that was bad enough with the winds blowing and the wolves howling. It isn't fair, you know. They really should move me again.
Move? Oh, I don't get moved. You see, this happens to be my painting. My last. I never really finished it.
You painted it? Then you must be...
Dead? Yes.
Well, this has all been most interesting, but I'm afraid I must be going. It's getting late, and my wife will
What
be
is
waiting.
the time? Oh, my dear chap, you've got plenty of time.
But
Now, do come along. There are so many things I want to show you. Now, this I got out of the Dutch collection. Its disappearance created quite a furore. Oh, it's before your time, I think.
I seemed...
Yes. Now, I can't quite remember which room I found this bronze in. Of course, what I usually do is to pay one of my little visits when a new shipment comes in. That way, nobody ever misses anything. I suppose there are certain advantages to living in a museum. One can pick up almost anything. Anything, that is, except matches.
Matches and candles.
And occasionally I just lift something off the wall or out of a case, and then there's the very devil of a row. And I'm convinced we must move that fragonard. It's inches too high.
Of course.
Don't you think so?
I'm afraid I...
Oh! Ingenious, isn't it?
This is one of my most favorite pieces. It's so lifelike.
Oh, do stop lurking in the background, making nauseating remarks, my dear. This is a Raphael. Now, this is modern, but good, I think, very good. It was done by a friend of mine, a Mr. Snyder. He really does do quite extraordinary work.
Very lifelike.
This is a very fine Holbein. This is a Rembrandt. And this is Mr. Snyder.
Well, well, what do you want?
Mr. Snyder also lives here. Unfortunately,
Beggars can't be choosers. I go where I'm sent.
the housing shortage is quite universal, Mr. Jarvis. We must all play our part.
Don't think I like it any more than they do. If I had my way, I'd still be living like a king in that Valesky painting round the corner. I brought this with me from there. Much nicer people. Had somewhere to work there. Why I had to move out of that one, I'll never know.
You know perfectly well why you had to move. You were getting to like it.
The food here is terrible. This woman is the worst cook in the museum. Why don't they send her over to the French wing for a few lessons in how to cook a lamb chop? Are you interested in Lepidoptera?
What? He means butterflies.
And moths. Butterflies and moths. The only hobby for an intelligent man.
We're very fond of Mr. Snyder.
They'd better be. I own the only candle and the only means of lighting it. If I go, I take it with me. Wouldn't like that, would you?
Now, that's precisely what we're here for, Mr. Snyder. It's getting dark, you know.
Don't touch that. I don't want it lit yet. If they don't watch their manners, know what I do? I don't let them light the candle at all. They have to sit round in the dark all night long.
May we have your matches, Mr. Jarvis?
Matches?
Oh, yes, Mr. Jarvis, do let us have your matches. I do so hate the dark.
Your matches, Mr. Jarvis? The pleasure is all yours, my dear.
Matches, matches? What is everybody talking about?
It's empty.
What?
No matches.
See what I mean about having a flint or one of those little things where you press a button or something and out pops the light.
Never mind, never mind.
Do you want to see my trophy room?
Oh, no, it's so dirty in there.
No one ever wants to see my trophy room.
Can you tell one butterfly from another?
I'm afraid I...
Come with me, look, I'll show you. This one is called the Polyphemus. A very rare specimen of the Polyphemus and very beautiful. And very well, if I may say so, mounted. You know anything about the mounting of these things? Of course not. Well, it's an art. Sticking the pin into one of these lovely creatures and fixing it in the book is just as delicate as a bit of brain surgery. It must be placed exactly between the base of the forewing and the cell of the hind wing. If you miss by the thousandth of an inch, you sever the head from the cervical. Now, there's the scientific way of doing things, and there's the butcher's way. You ever watch people boil lobsters?
Mr. Snyder's mind, you will notice, oscillates passionately between food and insects. Will you mix the drinks, my dear?
Damn fools will take a lobster, drop it into boiling water, and drool over it while she turns as pink as a salmon. Think that's scientific? Not at all. You can take my word for it, the lobster feels it's been boiled to death. It feels it. Now, the scientific way is my way. You take the needle, and before you cook the juicy little fellow, you insert the needle between the first and second outer crustacea before you boil him. Death is immediate, and... What's the matter with you?
I don't feel well.
Get him out of here. He's an idiot.
Yes, I must be going. It's getting very late. It must
Oh,
be...
nonsense, my dear fellow. You've only just arrived. Oh, just as I thought. The evening is young. In any case, you can't possibly think of leaving us before you've sampled a little of our hospitality. Is the punch ready, my dear?
Yes.
I suppose she's made the usual batch of slops. Wine, rum, brandy, and the kitchen sink. Too bad you didn't get some fruit. She'd have put that in, too.
The suggestion has been made that he should join the party. I have not heard it.
Good. She's the only female I know that can make wine punch taste like peas pudding.
Really?
Shall we? To our loved ones. You're improving, my dear. Very effective. Perhaps a little more brandy next time.
A little less peas pudding.
You really must do something about that man. At least make him light the candle.
How's the drink, Mr. Jarvis?
It's very good, sir.
One of those polite idiots.
What a generous person you are, Mr. Jarvis. I can think of only one way to repay your kindness, and that is to ask you to stay here as our guest.
Oh, no. Please don't thank me. It's perfectly all right. I'm glad to do it. No, I really must be going.
First, he graciously presents us with his last match, and then, without so much as a by your leave, he makes me a present of this watch. A family heirloom, too. Oh, really, Mr. Jarvis, you are too kind.
He didn't give me anything.
But, Mr. Snyder, you don't know how very wrong you are. Mr. Jarvis has brought you the most precious gift of all. The gift supreme. The thing you have waited for so long.
Huh?
Mr. Jarvis has brought you himself.
What are you talking about?
For your trophy room, Mr. Snyder.
You mean?
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to see Mr. Snyder's trophy room. He has some astonishing things in there. He's quite a taxidermist. Allow me. And you should be a little more careful about what you drink in other people's houses. You were warned that this good lady is not to be trusted with alcoholic beverages. Satisfied, Mr. Snyder?
I haven't worked on anything bigger than a butterfly since...
What a pretty tie pin.
Go away.
There's just one thing.
Put that candle down. You can't light that candle. Nobody lights that candle but me.
Then you light it, Mr. Snyder, and I will put it in the window.
Once and for all, that candle's going to be where I want it and nowhere else.
I need that candle, Mr. Snyder. I need a candle in the window to perfect my painting.
Perfecting all the time. No, there's too much perfection around here. I won't do it.
Right, Mr. Snyder. No candle, no Mr. Jarvis.
All right, then. He's worth it.
This is magnificent. It'll do wonders for the landscape. Can you imagine it, Mr. Jarvis? Finished at last! The thing it's always needed to perfect it.
What are you going to do to me?
Good heavens, I'm not going to do anything. Mr. Snyder will perform the ceremony.
What will he do to me?
Oh, really, Mr. Jarvis, you have some indication of Mr. Snyder's peculiar talents. Must we go into details?
What have I ever done to you? It isn't fair.
But you want the picture to look right, don't you? You said yourself it needed a light in the window. There! And when you finish work, Mr. Snyder, you'll put the candle in the window. That window. Yes, that's the place for it, I'm sure of it.
He won't be ready for another few minutes.
What will you do?
Huh?
What will you do?
All right, all right. I'll put the candle in that window.
Excellent. Ingenious, isn't it? I'll go outside now. I must see the effect. Oh, my friend, you don't know what this means to me. A light in the window.
I do love pretty things. Will you try to get me one of those little things where you press a button and up pops a light?
Of course. Good, all clear, nobody in the gallery. At what time will you perform the ceremony, Mr. Snyder?
Let me see. In exactly 6 minutes.
At 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Splendid. A light in the window. Goodbye, my dear. I shan't be long. Goodbye, Mr. Snyder. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jarvis. Oh, they put the glass back, have they?
wonderfully mysterious quality. That light in the window makes you wonder just what sort of people would live there.
That light has thrown all the weight of the composition over to the left. Need something to balance it on the right. Something near the house. Under the trees. A sort of statue. That's what it needs. A very delicate statue. With the light just...
Yes, perhaps you're right.
Excuse me. Have you a light?
Oh, yes. It's very beautiful.
Come closer to the painting. Have you ever taken a really good close look? I don't mean simply to the point where you can see the swirls and little hills and valleys of paint. I mean close enough to get to the very heart of the pigment. It can be done, you know. All it takes is a little imagination.
Oh, well, thank heavens all artists are not like that one. Well, now we come to our whodunit. It's simply the story of two fellows who'd grown up together and been tremendous friends all their lives. George and Edgar. George is telling the story.
Edgar was a wonderful kid. A year younger than me, but somehow always one stage ahead. And always a leader. We went to the same public school and served together in the same unit in Burma. And after the war, we went up to Cambridge. Cambridge is a lovely place in the summer, and we had a lot of fun together our last term. Edgar had enormous energy and brilliance and a sort of persuasive charm that gave him any girl he bothered to go after. And he was on top of the world at our last May ball.
Please, Jimmy. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello. Hello, George. Hello, Susan. Have a drink.
I'd love one.
Enjoying yourselves, children?
It's wonderful.
Good. Cigarette?
Cheers, Edgar.
Yeah. Susan, attend to business. You're being wooed with costly tobacco.
Sorry, George. No, thanks. Our dance, Edgar.
So it is, my sweet.
And mine's the next one. Don't forget.
How could I? Look after Georgie for me, won't you? And don't get into mischief, all right?
What a chap.
Yes.
Are you dancing this?
I promised it to Frank. And here he is.
Come on, Jane. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Oh, don't forget, George. Breakfast in my room's at 3:30. We'll be expecting you.
All right. I'll be there. Of course, Edgar wasn't perfect. He had one weakness, or failing, whatever you call it, and although I'd known him a long time, it was only that night I discovered it. Edgar, you all right?
I feel rotten. Is everyone here?
We've been here for 2 hours.
2? Where have I been?
Don't you know?
I remember leaving, getting my scarf, then nothing. Like a blackout.
What have you been drinking?
Champagne. Then some bloke started me off on whiskey. That's it. Happened before, you know, once. Where's Jane? I promised to take her home.
Don't worry. I'm taking you home.
Yeah, well,
Come on.
Good old George. Faithful Georgie. What did I do without you?
It happened again during the following years, if he mixed his drinks, a sort of mental blank when he remembered nothing, but not often. And I watched him like a hawk. When we came down from Cambridge, we went into advertising together. It didn't take Edgar long to find his way around. And after 3 years with one of the big firms, we set up on our own. From the very beginning, he made a go of it. About the same time, he managed to solve our housing problem, and we settled down comfortably on the top floor of a converted house in Knightsbridge.
You better hurry. Taxi's here.
Plenty of time, don't worry.
You'll need this.
Oh, yes. And don't forget to check the Goddard contract, will you?
I won't.
Ah, Manchester. This is a big deal, George. Biggest yet for us. It'll take time, though.
How long?
Well, 3 weeks anyway, I'll let you know. Can I give you a lift anywhere?
No, thanks. I'm going to a concert at the Festival Hall.
Catching up on culture in my absence, eh? Well, don't get into mischief.
All right. Good luck and,
No blackouts.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
You enjoying it?
I beg your pardon?
The concert. Are you enjoying it?
Not very much.
Why do you come if you're bored?
It's my job. I work for a music publisher.
Oh. Well, I'll let you into a secret. I'm not enjoying it either.
Why did you come?
Because it isn't my job. Then it got rather hot in there, and I found my attention wandering a bit, and, well, it wandered onto you.
Really?
Then I saw you come out here, so I came out too.
And started this conversation?
Yes. You sorry I did?
No.
Look, why don't we both admit defeat and go and have a meal somewhere?
What do you do when you're not picking up women at concerts?
Oh, I don't. I'm in advertising.
Is that fun?
Yes, it is tremendous. Now we're on our own.
You and...
Edgar Curtin. He's the senior partner. And the brains.
But you're the backbone.
Perhaps. Anyway, we make a good team. More coffee?
No, thanks. Goodness, it's late. I must go.
Must you?
I'm afraid so.
Excuse me. Help yourself. Right. Right, Harry.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's a bit too big for you.
It's charming.
It's been in my family for quite a time. I've always liked it.
Am I good enough for it?
Only you. No one else. Ever.
Look, Harry.
Yes, miss?
Isn't it beautiful?
Cool. Couldn't have done better myself, miss. Got enough to pay the bill, sir?
Hello?
Hello, darling. Very much.
All right, darling. Till tomorrow. Good night. I was in love. Really in love. For the first time in my life, I'd achieved something important by myself. Without a helping hand from Edgar.
Well, George, hello.
Edgar, it's good to see you, and 4 days early. That means that you've...
Right. We've got the accountant, George. We're on our way.
Good for you. How's Manchester?
Wet in every sense of the word. Those boys can certainly throw a party. Your old uncle was very careful. No blackouts. Miss Timmins, Mr. Wheeler has had an attack of second sight and bought me some beautiful carnations. Do you think you could find a jug for them?
They're not for you.
Oh, pity. You in love with the cleaner?
Don't be an ass.
No. Then they must be for you, Miss Timmins.
Well, actually, I was...
Mr. Wheeler's no more likely to buy me flowers than you are, Mr. Curtin. I'll put them in water for you, Mr. Wheeler.
Thanks.
Such goings on. I'll have to rearrange some of these appointments you've made for next week. Who's Elizabeth?
Girl I know.
Nice name, Elizabeth. But before anything else, I have to get all this Manchester stuff down on paper. Now, if we take it home tonight and work late, What's wrong? Got a date?
Well, as a matter of fact,
Cancel it, old boy. Tonight we work, tomorrow we celebrate.
Here we are.
That's that. Everything in the bag.
Jolly good. You've done well.
And so have you. What have you been up to, apart from work?
Oh, I've been out quite a bit.
Very attractive.
Where did you get that?
From your room. Good of you, too, George. Elizabeth?
Yes.
Elizabeth who?
Grange.
Good taste, George. She's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
When can I meet her? Such virtuosity. George, I didn't know you could samba.
I can't, you know. I just stand there while Elizabeth sort of undulates round me.
Nonsense, George. You're very competent and you know it.
He's competent.
He's charming.
He's efficient.
He's terrific.
To George.
To George. And the dragon.
Now, children, tomorrow being Saturday, we'll all go to the races, yes?
To the races.
No, I'm sorry.
Why ever not?
I have to work.
Nonsense.
No, I've arranged to. I'm awfully sorry.
How about you, Elizabeth?
No, I'm afraid not.
Elizabeth, come and undulate around me for a change, eh?
Edgar didn't come to the office that Saturday. He left the flat early without saying where he was going. I think I knew even then where he'd gone, but I still hoped I was wrong. Harry?
Hello, Mr. Wheeler. Long time no see.
Same as usual?
Yes, that'll do. Seen Miss Grange lately? Harry?
No, sir, I can't say as I have.
Harry, don't lie. Help yourself, Harry. I knew I'd lost Elizabeth. I didn't blame Edgar, but I swore to myself that if any harm came to her through him, I'd never forgive him. Hello?
George, come on down.
Edgar, you're drunk.
Got news for you, George. Important announcement.
Where are you?
Rose and Crown.
All right, I'll come. But lay off the bottle till I get there. I got here as fast as I could. What's happened?
Now, sit down, old Georgie. Sit down. I'll tell you all about it.
You'd better lay off. You'll be mixing them.
Georgie, I swear I didn't intend this.
What are you talking about?
Look, you've got to believe me. I didn't mean to do this. Well, Elizabeth...
Where is she?
She's gone home. All happened at Harry's.
Yes, I saw you there, but what happened?
We got engaged. Going to get married.
So that's it.
I just couldn't face you, Georgie. I had a little drink, had lots of little drinks.
You knew how I felt about her.
Plain as nose on your face. I just couldn't help myself, Georgie. They come and they go, but this is the real thing. I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
So Elizabeth is going to marry you?
Georgie, I didn't mean to do it. I just couldn't help it. Oh, anyway. I'm going to get married.
Why bother to marry her?
What do you mean, crack like that?
You don't have to marry the little tramp.
Little tramp? What do you mean?
Just this. Here's her key. You can have it for nothing. I won't be needing it anymore.
Why, you... She's nothing but a little tramp. Little tramp.
Edgar. Edgar, are you in?
You wouldn't think after all that I'd care what happened to him. But I knew the symptoms. He was on the verge of a blackout, and I couldn't help worrying.
Edgar, where have you been?
It's after 7 o'clock.
Don't know, George. I can't remember.
I look for you everywhere.
The worst blackout I've ever had. I just came to in the lift. I don't know where I've been or what's happened. Must be hours and hours. Well, that settles it. I'll never have another drink again as long as I live. George, I told you about Elizabeth.
Edgar! She's dead.
What are you talking about? Woman battered to death in London flat. Elizabeth!
The crime was discovered by a neighbor, Miss Nave, who was with the murdered girl until 10 p.m. Returning later to borrow some cigarettes, she found the door unlocked. The assailant, she states, must have let himself in as she would have heard the bell. Edgar, look at your hands.
Blood, George. Here are my coat smears as though I'd... It's horrible. George, it couldn't have been me. You read it. Whoever did it must have had a key. And what are you looking at me like that for?
You had the key. You snatched it from him in the pub, remember?
I remember, sir.
You killed her.
No, George.
I wish I could smash your head in and batter you to death, but...
George, what am I going to do?
Take that coat off. Now, get yourself out of those clothes and have a bath. They'll be here any minute.
They?
The police. They're bound to find our names in the flat and they'll check up. Quick now.
If you don't tell them, I shall. I don't want to live.
Now listen to me. We must tell the truth as far as possible. It's no use hiding the fact that Elizabeth left me for you.
Sure.
Now, this is a story and we've got to stick to it. You got engaged to her last night at Harry's and came straight back here to break it to me. We sat up until 1:30 and went to bed. Have you got that?
After what I've done, you're willing to alibi for me. Why?
Wouldn't you do the same for me?
I don't know, George.
Well, I do. Now, come on, there's no time to waste. Your coat's in the stove. I don't light it because of the smell. I'll burn it later with the other things. They won't search the place if our story fits.
It'll never work.
Of course it will. If we keep our heads.
Supposing somebody saw me going into or leaving the flat.
No one did. The police would have been here hours ago. No, the barman in the Rose and Crown, that's the only danger. We'd better not go there for a bit. He doesn't know our names. He didn't hear what we were talking about, but still.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're from Scotland Yard. I'm Inspector Atchison, and this is Detective Sergeant Mallet. Are you Mr. Curtin?
No, my name's Wheeler. Mr. Curtin's in his bath.
Oh, I see.
Excuse me. What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask both you and Mr. Curtin a few questions. I understand you're acquainted with Elizabeth Grange.
Yes, why? What's the matter?
She was murdered last night.
Our names aren't even mentioned. You're in the clear, Edgar.
I'll never be in the clear. The thought of Elizabeth will be with me as long as I live.
I suppose I should have stopped him. But I'd done everything possible to help him. And now there was nothing more I could do.
Scotland Yard. Will you take a message to Inspector Atchison in charge of the Grange murder? Right. Send somebody at once to 58 James Street, 5th floor. Got that? Yes. The murderer is here. Yes, George, the murderer is here. And you're going to stay here till they come for you. Because you killed Elizabeth. It was clever of you to fix your own alibi by fixing one for me. You relied on my blackout, didn't you? But what you forgot, George, is that I always remember what has happened just before it. And I remember the key. When I grabbed for it, it fell on the table. I never had it. You had it all the time. And the blood on my coat was your nosebleed. Your blood, George, not Elizabeth's. I got that from the barman at the Rose and Crown. They'll give you a trial, George. A fair trial. I shall be there giving evidence. Then one day they'll take you out and hang you. On that day, I shall laugh. Are you ready to hang, George?
No. If you think that I...
Come back, George!
Edgar! No! No, Edgar, no! You're too late. He threw himself out.
What happened?
He heard me telephoning the yard.
That was you, was it?
Yes. I found out that he'd done it.
What's burning?
He'd been burning his raincoat in the stove. That's how I found out. It had blood on it.
But you said before that Curtin was with you on the night of the murder from 10 o'clock onwards. Was he?
No. I lied to you.
Why?
He was my friend. I couldn't believe it. I knew that he'd been out all night, but I was afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
He had these blackouts.
Blackouts?
When he had them, he couldn't remember anything. I thought that you might pin it onto him and he'd believe you.
There's a half-burned coat in the stove, all right. And I've just found this in the ashes.
Is this his flat key?
No. It must be Elizabeth's.
Must have been in his coat pocket. You realize you can be held as an accessory?
Oh, I suppose so, but then I found out he'd done it.
Now, Mr. Wheeler, suppose we start from the beginning. How long have you known Edgar Curtin?
So there it is. It took some doing, but they believed me. Anyway, the coroner was satisfied. He thought it quite right that a man should turn in even his best friend for murder. The way Edgar tried to do to me. But then, most people don't understand what real friendship means. Yes, you're right, Harry. It's going to be hard to start again without them. I can't bear to think of... Oh, well. Keep the change, Harry.
come now to our last story, which is by that grand old man of English storytellers, W. Somerset Maugham. It's about something we've all seen, the rivalry between two men in public life, the proud, practical, ambitious Lord Montagu, Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, and the visionary Owen. We know that a dreamer who lacks practical ability often has other gifts. And what's unusual about this story is the strange power possessed by Owen, the strange workings of the mind of Lord Montagu.
Call for a full-scale debate. Honourable members opposite evidently appreciate what that means. It means we are not bluffing, but we shall call the Foreign Secretary's bluff. Why should their supporters fear a debate? Why should they? The reason is very clear. The Foreign Secretary does not even tell them the details of his policy. They keep asking what is really happening in the Middle East, in the Far East, in South America. The rigors of debate will sift out the truth. Nobody need suffer, except possibly the Foreign Secretary, who can retire like an indignant prima donna.
Is he free?
He won't like being disturbed.
Even Lord Montagu must be disturbed for the Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister would like you in the House, sir. We've been tipped off. The opposition are putting up Owen again.
Owen?
Yes, sir.
Why all this fandango about Owen? Surely the foreign policy of the entire British Commonwealth is not to be dictated to by that village idiot, churning out his childish utopias at the village pump.
Yes, quite, sir. But Owen's continual sniping at the Foreign Office is making a definite impression in the constituencies. And the Prime Minister thinks that, well, if you were going to, that is...
Oh. Very well. Let's have an end to this whippersnapper. Little Master Owen will learn that he sniped at me once too often. Or should I say, got her sniped. Yeah.
For 350 years, the foreign policy of this country has been usurped by these men of marble
Yes,
minds.
Prime Minister.
Petrified in the cold, dank air of
Words
their
of
marble
Asquith.
palaces.
Wait and see.
Not even the warm
Good
hearts
evening.
of the people can
Carrington,
make
would you?
their
Hand me the speakers.
But what do they care for the people? What do they know of the people huddled behind the high walls of their estates? Do they even know that there is a people? No. I warn the honourable gentlefolk opposite. There is a people. And the people have a voice. That voice rises to heaven in ever-growing unison. Borne on the wings of a sweet wind from the mountains. It will disperse forever the stagnant fog which has poisoned for centuries the great North European plain. We, the people of this land, shall not be prevented from holding out the hand of brotherhood to every man, everywhere. When I was a very small boy, many years ago, I remember the words of a frail old man who brought the word of God to a Black Welsh valley. His voice said from the pulpit, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Now that is a new thought for the honourable gentleman opposite, but it is not a new thought for me, and it is not a new thought for the people, and the will of the people shall be done. We will write foreign policy as it has never been written before, on a clean slate.
We could none of us fail to be touched by the honourable member's speech. For myself, I was deeply touched by it.
What's that?
Oh, yes, I'm always touched by it. Yes, indeed, on every one of the numerous occasions on which I've heard that speech in this place before. Practice makes perfect, let us at once concede the honourable member perfection.
Yeah.
When we wrested from the Spaniard dominion over all our seas, any schoolboy can inform the honourable member that the vast fleet of the Armada was not sunk by a mere bombardment of platitudes, nor did we press back the grand army of Napoleon Bonaparte with the limp hand of sentimentality, Nor in our own memory were the dark hordes of the Luftwaffe dispersed by, what was it, a sweet wind from the mountains. And I suggest that what truly motivates the honourable member is not in any of its accepted terms Christianity, but careerism. But I suggest that in secret truth the honourable member is not so deeply touched by the people's will as he pretends, and that a scientific analysis of the honourable member's sweet mountain wind will show its consistency to be the purest hot air.
Wipe the floor with him. That should put an end to his interference.
Yeah.
And to his career.
Yes, I suppose so. Good night.
Good night, sir. Brilliant man, Mondrago, isn't he?
Brilliant, but insufferable.
Lord Mondrago. You've broken my heart tonight. I can't break yours because you haven't got one. But I can crush your proud spirit. And I will.
Darling, it's awfully late. Come to bed. How was the debate?
I spoke well.
Tell me.
Extraordinary, I feel tired.
Oh, here's the invitation to the Connemara's reception.
Never felt tired before.
You won't go, will you? It's the boys' half-term.
Darling, isn't public life more important than overfeeding boys?
Not to boys.
His Excellency the French Ambassador.
Bonsoir, Colonel. Caro Principe. Contessa. How do you do? How do you do?
His Excellency the Italian Ambassador.
You're looking more charming than ever.
The Right Honourable Lord Mondrago, Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs.
Darling, have you fallen asleep? You all right? You look worried.
So would you be if you just lost your trousers at the Connemara's. Should have known it was a dream. That horrid little sweep Owen was in the middle of it.
Darling, it was a bad dream. I don't think he's ever likely to set foot in the Connemara's. Well, don't brood about it.
Their surplus produce, well, then they may take our coal. I think you ought to see the delegation. Rodrigo, are you feeling all right?
Oh, yes.
But what is the
Perfectly
matter with you?
all
You
right.
must pull yourself together. You know, the House is expecting a definite statement from you tonight. And if you could announce a commercial agreement...
How about announcing an alliance?
An alliance?
That will make him sit up,
Yes,
eh?
indeed, that would be
An alliance? Even if this were to be my last act in public life, I should be forever grateful, forever proud in my heart. It's been my privilege to forge this alliance. And I ask endorsement of this alliance. Please don't disturb me, I'll wait for my speech. As the greatest single contribution made by this or any other country in the cause of world peace. Even if this were to be my last act in public life, I should be forever grateful, forever proud. Where was I It's not enough to be aware of the problems. I had to seek and find solutions. So our friends across the channel are looking to us and not in silence. And what they're saying is... what our friends are saying is... Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. I will stand by you in weal or woe. Daisy, Daisy,
you'll be the bell which I'll ring, you know, sweet little Daisy Bell.
You'll take the lead in each trip we'll take. Then if I don't do well, I will permit you to use the brake, my beautiful Daisy Bell. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. But you'll look sweet on the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Resign.
What's wrong, sir?
Oh. Just another one of these nightmares I've been having. I fell asleep working on my speech.
Aren't you well, sir? May I telephone Sir James?
Oh, no. I had a doctor for. Besides, it's nearly time for the debate. There are the notes on the floor.
Couldn't you postpone your speech?
My dear fellow, it's one of the most important pronouncements of my whole career. Besides, you can't call a doctor because you have a dream, can you? Between ourselves, Sir James is an incompetent old fool. My grasp of foreign policy is no firmer than the doctor's on medicine, and the country's condition can only be described as hopeless. 0 hour. Even if this were to be my last act in public life, I should be forever grateful, forever proud in my heart. It's been my privilege to be one of the forgers of this alliance, and I ask endorsement of this alliance as one of the most meaningful contributions made by this or any other country to the cause dear to every one of us, the cause of world peace.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Speaker, sir, in view of the importance of the right honourable gentleman's announcement, I would ask for time to study its full implications and not to take the time of the House at this moment.
Mr. Owen. Mr. Speaker, sir, it seems to me that something should be said now.
No.
I must confess that I'm none too sanguine over the chances of this marriage of convenience between two incompatible states, supported as it is by so modest a dowry. Indeed, in the words of the old song, I'm reminded, it won't be a stylish marriage, we can't afford a carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Those pills you've given me, Mr. James, have done me absolutely no good at all.
If we took them, they should send us to sleep.
What about the nightmares?
Yes, but there is the tonic.
What about the tonic?
What are we getting from the tonic?
Indigestion.
Lady Canute can take that tonic.
Lady Canute. Judging by her performances at banquets, Lady Canute can take anything.
No, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with you. You have the physique of a man of 30.
Yes.
My advice to you is that you should drop your work for a little while and go away for a nice cruise.
Are you aware,
Cigar,
Sir
please?
James, that a minister of the crown is not ordinarily at liberty to go on nice little cruises? We're generally occupied.
Ah, yes, affairs of state.
Precisely.
Quite a little triumph in the house the other evening. The papers were all over you. Hold out your hand. Now, we tried these. Take 3 every 2 hours for 6 hours and 2 every 3 hours for 9 hours. There's a little box.
Yes,
Keep them in.
but I've been tired.
Rodrigo, if he doesn't feel better in a few days' time, don't hesitate to send for me again.
Darling, why don't you describe that?
I'm always on the end of a telephone for you.
I can't see what the...
No, please. Don't come now.
I can't see what a new set of pills can do for my nightmares.
Nightmares.
Darling, why didn't you describe the
Elizabeth,
dreams?
what would an old ass like that know about dreams?
Well, then consult Dr. Ordlin.
A psychiatrist?
Well, you know it's old-fashioned.
Elizabeth,
to
I
think-
refuse to lie flat on my back and answer a lot of impudent questions only to discover that at the age of 18 months I was hopelessly in love with my grandmother.
I could save you some of the time by seeing him first and telling him all you've told me.
Well, you might ask him if I'm an appropriate case.
I shall have to tell him about Owen.
Now, why tell him that? Yes, I suppose he'll insist on knowing that. And if he wants to see me, he must come to the Foreign Office.
Yes, dear. Get me Dr. Ordlin in Wimpole Street. Thank you.
The reason I asked you to come here was because it is so much easier and more relaxing for a patient to speak openly in the dingy surroundings of a consulting room
Certainly is dingy.
than in his own environment.
May I ask your qualifications for this business?
Yes. I used to practice as a physician.
Oh?
And then, during the war, I found that I had a sort of gift.
Gift?
Yes, I found that I could relieve certain pains and psychological troubles with my hands and by talking. I don't understand the whole truth about my work. Even when I help people, I sometimes feel, well, a bit of a fake.
You're practically admitting you're a quack.
Not quite that.
People believe in you. Quite a reputation.
I have my successes, but I can't do miracles. The Royal College of Physicians wouldn't approve of it if I did. Now, I've answered your questions. Perhaps you'll answer mine. Why have you come to see me?
Why? Well, surely Lady Mondrago's told you that.
Yes. She told me of two dreams of a somewhat farcical nature.
Farcical?
And the later coincidences.
I expected you'd regard the whole thing as absurdity.
No. Don't misunderstand me. The significance of the dreams isn't farcical. Not from my point of view.
At first, it wasn't the dreams that worried me. It was what happened after the dreams. And there were more dreams. I didn't tell my wife about those. I couldn't.
This man, Owen.
What about him?
Has he appeared in all these dreams?
All of them.
Do you know why?
What do you mean, why?
Well, can you think of any reason why he should haunt your dreams?
Well, you must do something for me, Doctor. My work is important. I don't need to tell you that. I must be at concert pitch. I need sleep. I no sooner close my eyes than he's there. That vulgar, grinning little cat, mocking me. Well, after all, I'm Madrigo. I'm not the mean, lewd creature he sees in my dreams. And remembers. That's what's so awful, Doctor. Remembers after the dreams when we meet. My whole life is dedicated to my country. Greatness is my aim. Greatness is within my reach. The dreams keep getting viler and viler. I hesitate even to speak now in his presence because I know my words can seem only obscene humbug. That horrible little man despises me, doesn't even bother to conceal it. I tell you, Doctor, if you don't do something...
Well?
I was going to say that I'd kill him. It was just a manner of speaking, of course.
I wouldn't kill him if I were you. Has this man got a grudge against you? Why should he wish to persecute you?
I don't know.
Have you ever done him an injury?
No.
You quite sure?
Quite sure.
I can do nothing for you unless you tell me the complete truth.
I'm not accustomed, Dr. Oldland, having my word doubted.
Have you ever done anything that he might look upon as an injury?
No.
Lord Mondrago, I do read the reports of the parliamentary debates in the Times. Should I be putting it too strongly if I said that you'd ruined Owen's career? That's a very serious injury that you've done him.
He brought it on himself.
Have you never felt any qualms about it?
Qualms? It's obvious you know nothing of politics, Doctor. I have no qualms about doing my duty. I shall inform you if I require a further consultation. Apologize for taking so much of your valuable time.
It is of no consequence.
My dear young lady, why sing? When you can dance with me.
Hold up! Why can't we enjoy ourselves? Just one moment. You may leave. My lord! My lord, for the last time. Phooey!
Been having a good time?
I don't know you. And I don't want to know you.
Oh, but I know you. You better watch out for this chap. He's capable of any dirty trick.
I say, you look a bit dicky today.
Oh, it's too hot a day for a nap. Feel as if I'd been cracked on the head with a bottle.
I don't pretend to understand your case completely, but I do know this. Your conscious mind is refusing to accept any guilt for what you've done to Owen. I have a notion that we're all of us, not just one self, but many. And one of the selves in you acknowledges your guilt and has taken on Owen's form in your mind to punish you for what you've done to him. If I were a priest, I should tell you that it is your conscience that has adopted this image to force you to repent. Now I'm going to tell you what you must do, and you will remember. Can you hear me? You will go to Owen, repeat that.
Go to Owen.
And you will say that you are sorry that you caused him this great injury. You will say that you will do all that lies in your power to undo the harm you have done him.
Apologize to that filthy little bounder? Suppose I did smash his career. Why should I apologize? I crushed him like a slug in the garden. I'll do it again.
I'm afraid we'll find it's the only way in which you'll regain your balance.
There's another way. That last dream showed me that Owen feels with his waking body exactly what happens to his body asleep. Next time I won't hit him with a bottle. Next time when I'm dreaming, I shall find myself with a knife in my hand. Or a gun. Then I shall be free.
And suppose you do kill him in your dream. And suppose you go to the House of Commons next day and there he is. In his usual seat.
He won't be.
Darling, I didn't know whether to wake you, but it's 11 o'clock.
If you pushed a man under a train, he would be dead, wouldn't he?
Darling, have you had another of those awful nightmares?
Nightmares. I just had the most perfect dream of my entire life. My last dream.
Must you go to the house today?
Today of all days. Of all days. Goodbye, darling.
Goodbye.
Elizabeth, there's something I'd like to tell you before I go. I realize how cold and unresponsive I must often seem, and I don't want you to think I don't appreciate how much I owe you. My whole success, my career. But you see, I've been under rather a terrible strain lately. It's all come right now. And I want you to know that in future I'll devote less time to public life and more to you and the boys. Bye, dear.
Try to get home early.
I won't be long.
Will you get me Dr. Audlin on the phone, please, at once?
Yes, fine. Well,
You know exactly what I want on the Aegean thing. Charles is here. He'll give you the details.
I say, Von Drago.
Yes. By the way, it's excellently worded.
It's time to take me to the house.
Yes, coming along. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Carrington. The day of victory, eh? Victory.
Means trust in bluff, trust in secret talks, in private agreements, hole and corner negotiations. It means trust in promises made by unnamed men with unexplained clauses for undisclosed conditions. That is trust in diplomacy. If it is not so, the government has a chance to prove it. Why should their supporters fear a debate?
Why should they?
The reason is very clear. The Foreign Secretary does not even tell them.
Will you come in? Sit down.
It's kind of you to see me, Doctor. I'm so worried about my husband.
Nothing's happened?
No, but... Dr. Audlin, what do you really think? Is he getting any better?
Frankly, no. Though, mind you, it's hard to tell in the early stages of treatment. A psychiatrist's task is often long and full of disappointment, but I can't record any success for your husband's case. I'd even considered whether it was not my duty to warn somebody in authority, the Prime Minister if need be, that he's in no fit condition to conduct affairs of state. The last time I saw him, he was highly excited and quite capable of violence.
Well, this morning he woke up quite calm and relaxed. But it was a strange sort of serenity. And he said something strange, too. He said, with great confidence and satisfaction, that he'd had his last dream.
Lady Mondrago, where is your husband?
At the House of Commons.
I think I should go to him at once.
Only a short time ago, we were torn with strife and dissension. Yeah. How different the pictures of this house present today, united, at least in this one great matter, foreign policy. Once again, our country has assumed leadership of the nations in the great onslaught against the bitterest enemies of progress, the diabolical malevolence.
I killed Owen. But you were right. He was there. In the house. He came after me. And now I've escaped him. I'm not.
Owen wasn't in the house. His body was found today in a railway tunnel.
Owen dead?